I would write these, rhyming poems, and the teacher would send me to the principal to show her how my poem. And I can remember we had this very smart principal, and I cannot see a corridor without wanting to run on it, especially as a kid, those gleaming corridors. So I would, run and then stop right before the principal's office and walk in, and she looked at me and she said, "Were you running in the halls?" How did you know? I couldn't figure out how she knew. But yeah, I was writing poems then, and I think I got a lot of family support. My grandmother thought I was a genius and would inflict these poems on anybody that she met. She'd carry them around in her pocketbook, which was, I kept doing it.
It started with me with music because that was my public life. I play for people. And I was surprised that I, being an introvert, would be as willing to play for people. But as I said, I think Elvis Presley kind of got me into the world. And if I hadn't played for kids, they would have beat me up. I mean, it was a tough town I lived in. Yeah. And yet that grew into concerts over time. And then I moved out from behind the piano and started speaking to audiences. And I began to write and facilitate large groups and became, in a sense, an extrovert through the music. Yeah. It's not where I started, but it's where I came to.
I would always look to language. I was a reader, and I think that's an entree always for writers of whatever breed. And, many writers will say this too, books saved my life. So I was a reader, and I found in language words and expressions that I couldn't put together for myself at that point. And that was the beginning.